Well, good morning, folks. Welcome back to the farm. It is a beautiful yet frosty morning here this morning. It's about -9, 8.8 or something. I think it said on the thermometer. -9 is close enough. So we're having a bit of a declutter day. A whole bunch of boxes and totes and whatnot out of the basement. We're sorting through the kids' clothes, what's going to the thrift store, what's going to other family that are having babies and whatnot here right away, just so we can try to make a little bit more room so we can, collect a whole nother set of junk, in the coming winter. Now, lots of the cardboard I would try to recycle in the garden as a weed barrier, but most of what we got here is this printed style cardboard, or we got boxes like this one that come from the butcher shop. It's just absolutely thundered, so I'm just gonna burn that stuff. Any of the good stuff, the good brown cardboard that doesn't have any gloss on it, that guy can be less concerned with toxins and whatnot making its way into your supper, well, then we'll keep that and we'll use that next spring. We also got to move some kitties today. So we've had our one cat, she's just frequently popping out kittens like crazy here. I actually wouldn't be disappointed. Well, I'd be disappointed if the coyotes got her, but I wouldn't be disappointed if the kittens stopped, that's for sure. But anyway, so the last batch of kittens are in the little chicken house there, in the brooder chicken house. So kids could tame them down. Today we're going to move them to the barn and they can spend time in there. Because if you put 4 kittens and a cat in the brooder, it just gets to stinking. So cats are just terrible, filthy creatures. I think I almost would be like better to have mice. I don't know which would stink less, but nevertheless, anyways, got to get them moved to the barn here today. And then the wife will get them on the buy and sell. If anybody wants a free cat, they can come and get one. Always got to be careful on a day like this where you start out burning a bunch of stuff and what's going to the thrift store and what's not going to the thrift store, and what boxes can be burnt and what's got to be put in the sea can here, because we had a bit of a mad panic earlier this fall, running around like, where did the kids' snowsuits go? Where did their coats go? Where did their mitts and toques and everything? And there was, for a moment, there was a gut-wrenching feeling that there was a box in the porch that was supposed to go to the thrift store that I maybe burnt. But you never know, because if it sits there long enough and it's not going to the thrift store, it's gonna move. It's gonna move. And anyway, thankfully we did find it tucked away in the corner of the basement, so kids have coats this winter. Anyways, you want to see something interesting? Yesterday morning I come out here about 6 o'clock in the morning and I gave a round bale to the sheep over here, and I just set it in top of the V feeder that I made out of a chemical tote cage, because it's a 700-pound soft core round bale, right? So I knew structurally it could sustain that weight. So I put it on there just to slow them down a little bit, because if you put it out there in the field and just had it open, they would have that whole thing unfolded by mid-afternoon and then spread across. And I knew we were going to get snow. It actually worked quite well. So they have not been able to completely destroy it. Well, they've taken quite a bit of it apart, but slowed them down a bit. All right, I'm back in the shop here now, and I'm divvying up some stuff for the chickens. As you saw yesterday, we got some apples and some produce and a whole bunch of bread and pies and whatnot. We also got some of these pomegranate cups. Now the question begs is, like, can chickens actually eat pomegranate, specifically the seeds? Like, there's some seeds that chickens can't have, dogs can't have because they're toxic, right? So, well, can they have pomegranate? Absolutely they can. Actually, pomegranate's a superfood. It has anti-parasitic qualities, anti-tumor qualities, and it helps with hypoglycemia, so it regulates their blood sugar as well. So now the opposite is true for the apple. The apple seeds actually contain a chemical called amygdalin, which is, of course, toxic to a whole bunch of stuff, including chickens. But like anything else in this world, everything in moderation. So we're only going to give the chickens a few apples today. There's so much out there, potato peels, strawberries, all that stuff that's, I mean, technically toxic. But the question came up the other day about, what was it? It was something, oh, it was onions in dogs. And so, yeah, technically onions are toxic to dogs, but a dog would need to eat, it would actually need to consume 5% of its body weight. So you can imagine if you got a 50-pound dog, it's going to have to eat 2.5 pounds of onions to actually be even to see the negative effects of it, right? So a couple apples in with their food, you know, the odd slice of onion that gets mixed in with something, 1 or 2 potato peels. I mean, on the off chance that they even eat it to begin with, probably has, 0 consequence. but it does make great compost. All right, so it's after lunch here now, and we gotta play a game of shuffle. We were gonna run out half a beef to my sister-in-law's place, fill up their freezers, but my wife's parents, my in-laws, said that they shipped a cow to Lawrence's in Dawson, and they were going to go 2 ways with it. And one of the ways, the guy maybe skipped out on it. They're not sure if he picked up his meat and then skipped town and hasn't paid for it, or if he's left it sitting at Lawrence's just waiting to be collected. Either way, we're going to have to figure something out here. Oh, good afternoon. Back at the school here now. Still haven't solved the dilemma about whose meat is sitting where, but what I can say is everybody's freezers are full. Good problem to have. Still a problem. But I'm at the school here this afternoon, not to talk to the teacher. We don't have any more problems, but school assembly today at 2 o'clock, and we got invited to come by the teacher because Charlotte is getting an award. So over here at the Catholic school, they have an Indigenous liaison, and so they're learning about the 7 sacred teachings, and every month they're handing out awards for students that, you know, embody one of the 7 sacred teachings. And so this is the first month they're going to do it, and pretty awesome. Charlotte's like one of the first recipients of this. So
the next award is for love, and it's for Charlotte. Charlotte shows love every day through her kindness and positivity. Charlotte loves to include everyone, making each friend feel special and welcome in our class. Thank you for sharing your love and joy with all of us.
Okay, well, we're home here now. It is definitely starting to look a little bit more like Christmas. And we'll get this today and tomorrow, and then it's going to be like 8 or 9 degrees here in a couple days. But anyways, just running out to the shop here now. I think somewhere in the back corner of the shop here, I got a picture frame. I can frame that little award for Charlotte. She's proud as punch that she got that. So anyhow, on that note, I'm going to let you go for now. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We'll see you tomorrow.